Everybody, Susie Q here. Oh, I think I see a little lapse. Let's check out the audio video while I work on that lapsicle. Lapsicle daisicle.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Oh, that was interesting. I think I started off frozen. Oh my goodness, how is everybody? Let's see, who do we have in the chat? Let me drink a sip of my coffee from Whips World. Hold please. That's good coffee. Oh, guys, what a day. I feel like I'm lagging. I feel like I'm tripping. This is going to be very interesting. I'm not going to freak out about it. No, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not. I do that. You guys know that sometimes I just bust out in song and don't mean to, but it just happens. And I got some really strange comments on that. Anyway, hello, Whips World. Guppy Town Aquatics is in the house. Am I a little more in sync? My mouth more or less of a B movie and then I talk a little bit. Chris Aquatic Zone. Howdy. Kalish. Hello, wonderful peepos. Big Steve, Glassbox Creations. Hello, hello. Dennis Christensen. Hello, hello. Got Peeps. Blueface smiling. Freaky Fish Lady, what's going on? Hello, Jeff. Hello again. Hello again. J&N Aquatics. Good afternoon. Do I know J&N Aquatics? Is this a new channel, a new name, a new to me? Or is it somebody renamed, rebranded? Or have I known you all my life and now I'm going to feel like a fool? Volume is low. You know why? Because I was so busy I couldn't check it. I can do system preferences, go to my sound, and it's going to say it's on volume 1. Yep. Now I'm going to move it up, and hopefully everybody will be like, oh, that's so much better. Hello, Scotty. I missed it today. Aqua Balls, what's on? Homer the Clown Trigger. I had a clown trigger. Andy Carson, how are you? I want to get caught up to everybody. Yes, I see you perfectly moving with your voice. Awesome. Window liquor number 9. Love potion number. I'm new. Welcome, J&N Aquatics. Guys, check out J&N. New to my channel. Look at this. This is awesome. I love new peoples. Can we give them a... Yeah, that's for J&N Aquatics. My little nephew is going live on, I'm going to say it wrong, Twitch. Now, I know I'm old. I'm over 60. But what he does is he just plays a video game online and I guess narrates it and people like cheer him on. It's so funny. But I told him I would support him. I can hear. Thank you, Scotty. I told him I'd support him, so I'm going to go on Twitch. I'm Q Aquatics on Twitch. Who would have thought I'd ever be twitched? Window liquor. No. Now you're peeking. Uh-oh. It is better. Good. Good. Okay. So I'm already talking about fish maintenance. I got clips going on, but guess what happened? Now my cat, I love my cat. She's a year and a half, so she's still like a kitten. And you know how cats love the warmth. So she loves to sit on top of aquariums, tanks, enclosures, anything that has a light on it. My computer, as soon as I open it, she sits on it. Well, I think she broke the top to the Australian tree frog. And I found him on the floor. He's dark brown. He's still alive. But I built this little hospital tank with just exactly what he needs, nothing more or less. Like he's got some water in with the pothos, fake plant on top of peat moss. And I tried to give him a couple of, look at him, I'm so sad. And I'd pick him up for you, but I just had him holding him, warming him up a bit. So sad. So I kicked her out again. I just don't think this is a place for her right now. And maybe I got to do something instead of these screen tops on the enclosures. Maybe if I replace them with like almost like aquarium screen tops, the real hard metal. Liquid Zoo. Yep, that's kind of a big deal these days, streaming Twitch. Is it? Well, I'm not streaming. I'm going to watch my nephew stream on Twitch. But honest to God, it's like I turn it on and put it over there because I don't even know what I'm watching. They're like, oh, get the sword, get the sword, get the, oh, there's, I don't get it. Ella Fish Tanks, look at this. I got another first timer. Ella Fish Tanks, first time, just started checking out Fish Fam calendar. Fish Fam calendar on fishfam.link is the place to get all the information. I still use it all the time. Love it. And it keeps morphing. It's like a living channel that keeps growing. They're going to be here in the chat somewhere too. But thank you very much. And you're going to get a... Yeah, anybody else new? Let me know. I love new peoples. And welcome. We're talking about fish maintenance, but right now I was just explaining I found my dumpy tree frog on the ground, and I'm hoping he's going to make it. I'm going to take him upstairs into my bedroom tonight. That sounds weird, doesn't it? It does sound weird. And I'm going to go to the store tomorrow and get some extra like wax worms. They're like treats, but I'm going to give them some things and hope everything's good. I think this room cools down to like 72 at night, so I'll keep him upstairs with me for a couple days, and then I'll go back. It's like a 20 long on end. It's a palindarium. It's got water, it's got dirt, and maybe I'll redo it. I'm so upset though. Hello, Paul. Oh, good. He is alive, and I bet he regrets. I bet he does regret jumping out of it. And he is dust bunnies. So I washed my hands off until I could smell zero soap. I wash and wash and wash, just rinse, I guess. And then I got him soaking wet. And then I held him, and he was so cold. He was so cold. And his back leg just went like that. So I just held him for a while I fixed this up. Got some warm spots. Put in some worms and roaches. And I put him in there. I keep an eye on him, guys. I hope he works. There's Fish Fam link in the chat. Yeah, I hope he makes it. We got a new person in the chat. Well, two new people. One because they went to Fish Fam schedule. How great is that? Homer the Clown Trigger. Keep the humidity high. Right. That's right. Well, I should leave them down here then. The humidity in this room is the best. And I can leave the heat on. I think that's a good idea. I forgot about that. I'm going to keep him here because this room is probably at 80% humidity with all these fish tanks. And I can get it warmer, and he's in here to stay toasty. I think this is good. Oh, I was so scared when I saw him. J&N Aquatics, are you the place Ed was just at? Oh, Ed and Bob. Craig's Catfish Cave, I enjoy maintenance, but I'm sick of cleaning up dog. Well, I have two lab puppies. I call them puppies. One's 65 pounds, one's 70 pounds. They're a little over 1 year old. And the male dog started to decide that he should I guess, lay his scent on everything. It looks like he's peeing on everything. I am livid. Livid. I don't know what to do. So I'm right there with you, Craig. Yeah, kiss the frog. Maybe you'll get a surprise. Wouldn't that be nice? You got to kiss the frog. Yes, that liquid. Ed was just at my store a couple weeks ago. So do you have a store? Feel free. If you have a link, put the link in. Feel free. My rabbit snails are breeding today. I fed them green beans. That is so awesome. I'm going to get you listed on Fish Fam link site right now. Welcome. Yes, that's awesome. Look at everybody. Hello, Spaghetti Nona. I had these two snails. One, I don't know if you could see him. I'm going to try to lift it up and just look. I'll let it focus for a little bit. And he's like right there. He is 1.5 inches round. Look at him. He is huge. Oh, he's got a mate in there about the same size too. Oh, crawling up the wall right there. That's not the sucker from the plushie. That's the actual other snail. They love that tank. They love the natural aquariums. And I was actually taking video of some of my White Cloud Mountain minnows who are so filled with eggs. Oh my gosh. I hope to start seeing a lot of little tiny blue starry sparkles floating around in my tank. Because that's what those baby fry, that's what those fry look like, mountain minnows. They just like little, somebody put little pieces of blue glitter. It's just gorgeous. And I made sure to put the White Cloud Mountain minnows and my yellow tiger endlers, at least 5 of each, in all my natural aquariums. Because I'm focusing on the aquatic garden right now. I really want to build up the aquatic garden, but I know I need the waste in there. And then I'll start putting some bottom dwellers. Now I have 6 Pandagara in here. And my point is I'm trying to get to a point where some of my tanks are different kind of maintenance. I can't say that my natural tanks will be no maintenance, because they certainly are a lot of maintenance setting them up, a lot of maintenance the first year, a lot of maintenance building up that food web, a lot of maintenance just getting everything in check. Once it's balanced, then I just have to keep it balanced. So it's still a lot of maintenance. At least mine is. That is 2.5 years old. And I've lost half the plants, but the plants that have remained are flourishing. So I think those plants are winners, and they seem to be the easy growers. I did have, what was it, my blue acara in there, and something else that must have been eating them, because I only have the Vallisneria, the Bulbitis, Anubis. That's about it. That's about all I had, and I must have had 15, 20 species of plants in there. This one is all Java Fern, Anubis, Anacharis, at the Copacabana. And I did put my one remaining Turkana jewel cichlid in here. Now, it's either the mom or the dad. It's hard to tell because he was white when I put him in here. And once they killed the mate, I had to remove the fry, remove the fish. So now it's just the fry in one tank, and he's the only adult left, but there's still 4 or 5 fry for my Turkana jewel. So I'm hoping I can keep this line going. But he's in here with my Pandagara. But my point is I could have moved all these fish over to my 30 long, because that tank is looking good. You want to see it? I'm going to show you. Slow. So look at that. Like, where in my life do red plants get to be red with just these cheapo lights? Only in this 30-gallon long. Or a 20-gallon long where it's so shallow. And there's my Botia. I think it's a Cubidae. It is not a yo-yo loach. It's a Botia. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. I think it's a Cubidae. I have my Coolie loaches on the bottom. Oh, there's like 5 or 6 of them. I got my 3. Not Bosemani rainbows. My barbs. I just got them. They're smaller than my mountain minnows, though. Oh, it just escapes me. And my mountain minnows and my tiger endlers. Love that. Love that. And there is my very dirty 180 with peaches and cream starring in the corner. Van and Go are over here somewhere. Oh, look at that. There is Van right there. Boop, 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 boop. And I did see a Bashir swimming around. But my Ornata is getting huge. I'm telling you, he's getting... Oh, where's Trimac? I can't forget. Triton, my Trimac. This is reflection. That's he doesn't have that white line. That's a reflection from the light. There you go. He's in the dark. I moved his light to the other end over there. Isn't he a beauty? Look how big he is. Come on. Oh, I love yellow fish. There's something about yellow fish. Something about it. And Bob just went out and I think he bought a snake and it's this gorgeous yellow. And I'm like, wow, I thought yellow fish were gorgeous. That yellow snake is beautiful. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I missed so many things in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Susie, clean up the dog marking with vinegar. I have apple cider vinegar. Will that work? Oh my God, what a great tip. Clean it up with vinegar. And this is the same 4 spots. He sprays, he pees on the bottom of the bird cage, like he's telling Sophie, it says, on my coat rack. Like, what? I saw him do that. I like freaked. You would have thought somebody was tearing something apart. I was freaked so bad. Vinegar. That's a good. Daniel Velez, hello. I hope I'm not too loud now. Sorry I'm late. I was at Costco. Costco, is that a big drugstore or is that just like a big Walmart? I've seen it. Sam. Lumpy dogs in the house. Some plants will like your conditions and some won't. My aquariums are full of plants that like my conditions and I don't have the energy to struggle. That's where I'm getting, Lumpy. That is where I'm getting. Because now that I see this and the Vallisneria grow amazing, Bulbitis is my favorite. So who wouldn't want tanks filled with that? Anubis and Java Fern. I'll take it. I'll take it. What does do well in this 30-gallon, though, is this Pocostemas octopusi. Pusai! And my crypts. Now, this one, you can't see it because I got my hospital right in front of it. This has been cut into quarters because I have been taking from this crypt and putting it all my other aquariums. And I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 2 there, 3 there, 6 there, 1 here. And they're all doing great. And this one is starting to rebuild. Build it and they will come. So I'm very excited about the crypts. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with trying to keep plants. That's what I'm saying. These 2 red plants, I can never have red plants. But I think it's because the aquarium is only this high. Like with the, what was like 4 inches of substrate. I'm only left with like 10 or 12 inches of tank. And so it's getting enough light. Yeah, what thrives is going to thrive. And I do have some dwarf sag here that's doing good. I do. But I really want to put my Pandagara over here. I think they would love it, even though they're perfectly happy here. What I would like is, this is 30 inches and 30 inches. So if I could get a 5-foot tank that's 18 inches deep, I want to upgrade Triton to that. So whatever 5 foot, it's not room for 6 foot. So it's got to be 5 foot by 18 or 24. So that would be like a 200-gallon. If I could get that, it's going to go here. 60 inches is 5 foot. Maybe a 90-gallon. 90-gallon is deep, right? Maybe I'll get a 90-gallon. I think Triton would like that. Because right now he looks to be about 12 inches, so he can turn around, but it's just turning around. Think hard about getting our dog put to sleep. He's starting to try and nice me, etc., because he's pissing all over my fish room. And I've had enough. I can't even talk in my own home without that's happening. Can you just, oh my God, don't do that. Oh, I know, I get very frustrated. Sophie, my severe parrot, is perpetually like a 5-year-old. And as soon as the phone rings, she'll start squawking like extremely loud, just like I did when I had toddlers. or as soon as I turn the camera on, she feels the need to scream. And she'll scream and not stop. And I know I snap at her a couple times last week. Like, what? Dennis and Barb's, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Dennis and Barb's. Woo! I got 3 Dennis and Barb's. I'm going back 6 conversations. And they're the size of the White Cloud Mountain minnow still. They're just tiny. And I got some auto sinkless in here. I really do love this 30 long. I do. But I think I could, it's ready for some more smaller fish. Like the Panda Gar, well, my Panda Gar, they're only like 2 inches big. So I don't know if they're going to get much bigger. They're about 3 years old. But they seem very peaceful. But I don't know if they eat plants. So I don't know if that's the only reason why I got just Java Fern in here. And a couple of Boca. Boca. Did I say that right? Boca. I keep saying I want to say Cabana. Copa. Anyway, Vallisneria. Oh, Anacris. I got a tank full of Anacris. I got 2, like a 15 long and a 20 long down here. With my liptic gobies. Only fins. Let's see if Fish Fam Links it says, who is J&N Aquatics? It worked! Look at that. There is your link, J&N Aquatics. I can't wait to click on it. Craig, is he neutered? Oh, would that help, Spaghetti? Will that help? Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Enjoy the stream, Fish Fam. Thank you. It is a great job, Matt. Like, it's an understatement, Scotty. I'd recommend dog training and or neutering. I'm thinking, if you think neutering would help his dog, I'm thinking he's biting Sarah. Oh, no. I had to pull out the big guns. And actually, it's going to sound barbaric, but I tackled him to show him who was alpha. I had no choice. So here I am, spread eagle on top of a 70-pound puppy, screaming, no bite! I feel shame. But it worked. It worked. Damn, Craig, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely snip. Okay, I'm going to try snip too. The marking leaves hormones. Bleach doesn't work, but apple cider should. I'm going to do it. Hey, Vincent. How do people live without Costco? Is life even worth living? I can't even stand going to the grocery store. I don't like stores. I don't know why. It's like walking at a casino. There's just bells and whistles and people and products, and I want it all. And then I get anxious, and I'm like, bing, 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 bing. As, Sarah, whenever I mention Trader Joe's, is it a cake? No, I have no experience with TJ. Here, everyone gets custard-filled cakes from Costco. Okay. There's a channel I watch, and he's a 40-year-old macaw. Oh, he has a 40-year-old macaw. Sophie is 8-year-old macaw. Very jealous of that camera, and will scream and scream. It's funny to me. Oh, it is so annoying, Liquid. It is so freaking annoying. I broke my hairbrush today. Now, she is in a cage, like when the cat's out, and she's a kitten, so I don't always trust her. She just goes in her cage. It's a 6-foot by 4-foot cage, and I lock the top so she can't get out and the cat can't get in. So when the cat's wandering around, she's in there, but she was screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, and I threw my hairbrush. No, I was never going to hit her, but my hairbrush shattered. Yeah, I lost it today, you could say. Warehouse Club with the most encouraging excess consumption at the lowest price. Well, that sounds right up my alley. Guys, I've been watching a lot of these people from UK, and it's funny because they say it's right up my street. I'm like, what do you mean? I know that wasn't a really good accent. I won't even try to do that again. But where I say right up my alley, she says right up my street. And there's something else. Oh, the Q-tip cotton bud. And I got Scotch tape, or they got cello tape. Oh, I just love it. I love listening to that. I haven't been in a store years and years. Me too, Sketty. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Did you hear about the pit bull eating their owner? Yesterday, fresh news, dog breeding went bad. Oh my gosh. Roots and Whiskers in the house. How are you guys doing? We have hot water. Oh my gosh. Remember, my hot water heater went out right after they did the flushing. So I did 2 weeks without doing a water change, and I was ready to do water changes on everything because the city was done with what they were doing. Water heater went out, so I had to wait. Oh my God, I'm so happy, Lisa. Lisa, I was so worried. I know what that feels like. It's horrible. The wildlife preserve we visited yesterday had a bunch of macaws surrendered by people who got them as a part of their deceased owner's will. Yes. So I've talked to my granddaughter. Hey, J-Rock does stuff. Talked about right now, she's a little intimidated by Sophie because Sophie does not like fingers. She's petrified and will bite. But if you do step up like this, she will. But you just have to know to stop her from walking up here. Because if you can't do step up and have her get off your shoulder, she doesn't belong up there. But when she flies around, she'll land on my head all the time. I'm not scared of her. I'm scared of my earrings. I go like this when she's off. I got to get my earrings off really fast. Thank you. John did a great job. Yes, he did. Yeah, so I got to talk to my other daughters. I have 4 daughters, and they all have like families. And somebody's got to want Sophie. Got to make sure my tortoises are taken care of after I go. All the other ones I'll probably outlive. Like I say that like I know when I'm going to die. But I was thinking about that today. You know, I went to a friend's funeral. So sad. Makes me think, obviously, I'm 64 years old. I'm going to be 65 this year. I got like maybe 1-2 decades left. It's like, what? The end is near. So it makes me realize that even now I'm struggling financially to pay anything. Bills, I have to choose between food and electricity. I get it. I am loving that I can hang out with my grandkids. I can help Zoe with her 3rd grade. I'm just having a blast with my animals. Like, I wouldn't want it any other way because 2 decades is just a long shot. It could be 2 days. Nobody knows. So if something happens to me, you guys know I did it my way. I did it my way. I heard about a Catahoula dog. What is a Catahoula? 8 is owners? What? Tank maintenance. Depends on my free time. If I'm slammed, I don't enjoy it as much. Right, Jay? And my point was, what I'm really liking, even though it's a lot of high maintenance now, getting these natural aquariums up and running. And I can only do like 50% of my aquariums. Some just aren't feasible. They're just not feasible. It's a lot of maintenance setting it up. It's a lot of maintenance the first year. Building your aquatic garden, building the food web, making sure everything is set up, adding your fish at a slow rate so that I'm not overpowering anything like this tank. I would have wanted to fill it with tons of fish, but I'm doing it nice and slowly. So I'm putting in the maintenance and the work now, knowing that the long-term maintenance will be a lot easier and I'll be able to enjoy a lot more. I really like that. I like that a lot. And I know it works with my bioactive enclosures for my reptiles. And that's why I'm saying that. If I can just get a misting system in there working so it makes it rain as well, it would be amazing. But right now I've got a cleanup crew in there. I've got plants that they can eat and chomp on and snack on. So if I'm not home for 3 days, they've still got plenty of food. It's like that bioactive enclosure that I fell in love with 5-6 years ago. I'm starting to do with my tanks. I started about, I guess, the same time frame, 1 tank, but I didn't build the substrate to have any kind of longevity. I did it the wall step method. So now I'm doing it a little more nutrients in there that gets seeped out slower, and I love it. Hello, Skipper's Aquarium. Our tour guide said having a macaw is like having a toddler for 80 years. Yep. I'm sure the birds are super fun and personal, just a serious commitment. It is, and you got to know the kind of bird you're getting. I inherited mine. It was a surrender. And a severe macaw would not be my first choice because they're known to be Like you're real happy one minute and bitey the next. And she is. But I fell in love with her, and I hope she doesn't ever have another owner until I'm gone. I just love it. But it is exhausting. It is exhausting. And it's more than a toddler. It's an entitled toddler. So Sophie really believes, you know, like The Sopranos, there's a certain order when you walk in the room, who you recognize first. So don't come walking in the room and go give the cat squishes and scrunches and walk right by the bird, because she will start screaming. I got to come recognize her existence first. Hello, Sophie. How are you today? It's so good. May I get you some pistachios? And then I can go over and play with my cat. And then, like, I has to do it in the right order. She's so funny that way. I feel guilty when I fall behind on water changes. Well, I don't. Because I got to tell you, I've been doing a lot of top-offs lately. And that's good. I kind of feel guilty, but my water here is so sketchy. If I had well water, or water that I knew was like consistent, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But my water here, I sparingly change the water. I can't tell you how many times I've done, if it's like a 30% or more water change, it almost always does damage. So I gotta do smaller water changes, and that's not topping off. That's an actual water change I have to do. What I used to love is this front glass cleaning with these magnets. Where did this magnet go? But I'm slowly losing all my magnets. I need a magnet the right strength, because you know there's different strengths for the size glass you have. Because for me, cleaning off the front glass is, I love it, absolutely love it. And cleaning off the black rim, something very satisfying. If there's any stuff up there and you clean it and it's all black and shiny again, oh, I like that a lot. But there's got to be a good balance. Shady Grady. Hello, Susie. Just coming from the skipper with the gang. Hello, Shady Grady. You look a little shady to me. Look at all these newcomers I don't know. Are you really shady, Grady? I'm trying to find the new happy balance with my fish keeping and dialed back about 4 tanks. Still not sure if I'm super pleased. What helped for me is I got rid of all my nano tanks. 20 gallon is now my nano tank. How great is that? All my nano tanks, all the smaller tanks of 10 gallons, of 5 gallons, I gave a lot of them away. I'm taking some to the fish club. That has helped me a lot. I still have, if not more water volume, less tanks. I want bigger tanks with less fish in it, which means easier maintenance. Easier maintenance. I enjoyed the pug nugget visiting last weekend, but it was nice when I went home. Pugs are toddlers for life. See? Professor Fish Tanks. I have a blue front Amazon parrot. Oh my gosh, that's what I want. Does he talk? Oh, I wanted a blue front. I would love to get Sophie, someone else in the flock. I have 2 side-by-side 6-foot cages. So I got space for him, her. I just want to be able to, somebody needs a rehome, I want to be able to rehome it. I'm not going to buy one. I want to be able to save one or help one. Or if somebody passes away, I want to be able to have one. Just had that conversation with my dad at 90. Whoo! At 60, I can't say I have half my life anymore. Nope. My dad laughed and said, wait until a single decade. Oh, he's pushing. You know what, Vincent? I didn't think about that. I am very happy that I can comfortably say, as all goes well, I got 2 decades left. What do I want to do with my life in those 2 decades? And what comes first is people first. People, animals, you know, my family, friends, my animals. I just want to surround that in nature. Like, I would love to be able to go in my backyard and not see any neighbors. Not that I don't like my neighbors. I just want a little bit more land. So give my animals a little bit more space. I think that would be amazing. Is a Tennessee Fish Mafia meeting today, Susie? I do know they are not. They are out and about. They're fish store hopping and reptile store hopping, and I'm so jealous. I love my military macaws, almost exactly like my Severe. But they had a breeding setback when they were in a tornado that hit my house. Oh, they had a breeding setback. Oh, they survived. Oh, good. Oh, freaky fish lady. I worry about that. I've kept parakeets and finches. I love the sound of parakeet and finches, but I have love for cockatiels. Oh, I've been eyeing one up at the store. He's so friendly, but like I said, I don't want to buy one. But nobody is like rehoming, and like they do in California and Florida and the warm states. But around here, I never see that. My dad turned 90 in January. What? Guilty about doing no water changes on my big tanks for 1.5 to 5 years. I think top off works great. Homer, I'm right there with you, man. And I know people frown on that, but my TDS is still good. They're good. It's not a high stock tank like you saw. It's peaches and cream, 6 or 7 silver dollars, a couple of Bashir, Van and Go, and Jackie's in there somewhere. My female Jack Dempsey. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, I have went from 18 tanks to 7 and will be downsizing. Yep, I am fine with downsizing the amount of tanks. I just want my tanks to be a little larger. Even if they're for my nanofish. Like I would love a 90-gallon nano tank or 70-gallon, because we have a store, one of my local fish stores, they put the 70 gallons on sale for $99. I don't need the lid and all the fluff that comes with it. I just want the tank. I'll build the stand. I'll do everything else myself. But a 70-gallon nano tank, that sounds pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I like downsizing. And I like creating new ones. So that's what is that, a conundrum? Susie, I'm trying to make a light decor for my palindarium looking like a Jungle Dawn or Phoenix 3.0 and some others. Do you have any recommendations? What I love from my palindariums, and it's going to sound chintzy, but you got to check out my videos on the Hygger lights. It was so cheap, so affordable. I push one setting and I hit go and it comes on as dawn. And then later on the light comes on and then it goes back down to blue again and then it goes off. It is perfect for a palindarium. And the plants grow great, and they come in all different sizes. Yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't a fan at first, but I'm a big fan of Hygger's. One of my Hygger lights went out, but I found out Sophie had chewed through the wire. It was so easy for me to splice it, so I spliced it, and it's still working great. And I like it because I don't care about my phone. I don't care about having a Bluetooth. I want to push one button, and it's set. I pushed one button that said 24/7, and it does the dawn, wake up, noon, cool down. Like, I love it. I love it. That's what I would say for a palindarium. Now, it depends on what is going to go in. Now, if you have a turtle or something that needs to bask in there, that's a whole different story, because then you got to have the heat lamp in there. But what's going in your water for the palindarium, or is just going to be like decorative water? Grady, beautiful bird, right? A filter with active carbon, got a skimmer and a roller filter. Nice. The wheels, my wheels are like 6-7 years old. It's perfect. I'm passing my lovely child, African Gray, to Tommy of Silver Creek and his family in a few years. Aww. African Gray is a dream bird of mine. We need to come visit me. Yes, I am ready, Lisa. As soon as it gets over 50 degrees, that way I don't need chaps, I'm going to pack up my bike and I'm coming down, let me tell you. Rainer, how do you like... Oh, and you got to find out. I'll talk to John. If you want something, I will bring something with me. My daughters came home this weekend to be with us and celebrate what would have been my late son's 28th birthday. That sounds such a great celebration of life. Oh, you're going to make me cry. So no water changes this weekend, and I don't feel guilty about it. You shouldn't feel guilty at all about it. That's a great... It's like a double-edged sword. It's happy, and it's like, you're making me cry, Whip. God. All right, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Shady Grady says her name is Bubbles. Ooh. And she talks too much. Oh, She has a happy home. She calls me dad or daddy, and she is on all my videos. Well, I can't edit Sophie out of my videos. You'll see me talking like, and then I go like that because I'm cutting out. It's like I want to put all the cuts in one solid 60-second clip and post it as the most annoying noise in the world. Like and overlap them so there's like Bunny says, due to my health, life expectancy, early plans, she'll have a wonderful life with them. Yes, she will. That's good. That's good to get set up. I'm also trying to get prepared. Now, I can't do this with my fish, but I'm trying to get prepared, like in case of evacuation or fire. Like I have 17 reptiles, none of which are snakes. I'm gonna and I've got 3 frogs, and I've got leopard geckos. So I have all these little tiny travel enclosures nested together in the other room, and then I started getting some bigger, like Home Depot boxes and putting holes in the side for aeration and netting on the outside, on the inside, so if they push it doesn't go through it, and glue that, so I can get animals, put them in there if I have to. Like, and I don't know why these thoughts are coming to me now, but I'm like, maybe because I'm a nutball. Whip, strength and healing for you and your family. That's so sweet, Spaghetti. I'm glad you and Crystal had family this weekend. Lisa says, hi, Holly. Paul McCartney, I know what you mean about not seeing your neighbors every time you go in your backyard. Yeah? I tend to do water changes on a schedule so that when I like hanging out with friends all weekend. See, I like doing it on Sundays because it helps me get ready for, like, I'm down here, I can make my thumbnail. Like, the water changes are intense, and there's a Sunday lineup that I usually like to listen to, and I've added Roots and Whiskers at 4 o'clock to it because I listen to the, like, it used to start with D. It used to start with D, but now, like, and I just listen to them all Sunday long. I love it. I like it better than a movie. It's like a podcast. I like it a lot. I dialed way back when I was working 60 hours a week. Now that I'm semi-retired, adding back fish plants. I would like to be able to add back my plants, but as long as those dogs, man. Now, they're big puppies. They're 65 pounds and 70 pounds, I think, now. And I think I'm going to schedule Max to get fixed, because if that might fix some of the issues. But he is out of control when he's in his frenzy. It's like, that's what I call it, like a frenzy. Macaws and Aldabra tortoises, that's what I'm keeping from now on. They can be an issue for my grandkids, that's right. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. I do water changes on my smaller tanks, but my large tanks I top off only. See, we're not alone. Guys, don't feel guilty. Whip, you are doing the important things. Nothing is more important than what you did this week. And that's right. The celebration of life is it's such a treasure possession to be able to do that. Spaghetti, family, and friends first. Fish can wait. Yep. Family, friends, animals. Well, I do God, family, friends, and animals in that order. And it can't go wrong. Well, I actually do God, sobriety, family, friends, and animals. To be honest. Because without, in those orders, I have nothing else. Nada. We lost my sister at 37. My sister was 38. And my gram at 104. Wow. So enjoy every minute. You never know exactly. And I want to be able to enjoy also. Like, I want to be able to enjoy. And it's just such a shame that we're in a spot right now where I bought $100 worth of groceries. It wasn't even a bag. I'm not kidding. It wasn't really food. It wasn't food for a week. $100. I'm like, oh boy. Houston, we have a problem. For semi-aquatics like turtles and certain frogs, I've been looking into Arcadia lights are good, especially if they got the reflectors on top. And I would make sure they're thermostat kind of related, whether it's the light, the basking area, or the thermometer or the heater, because you want that stuff to shut off, especially if you want it to get super high, like 101 degrees or 97 degrees, depending on what you have. My Uromastics are like 150, 160 degrees. I need to know if it's going hotter. It just shuts off. It just shuts off. And I check my tanks. That's how, thank goodness I found him. Oh, he's moved. He moved. Oh, he moved. That's so good. He's not dead. Look at him. He moved. And one of the roaches is gone. Oh, babe. I'm so happy I found him. And you know how I said his legs were sprawled out? Now they're back underneath him. He's in a warm, safe spot. I'm going to keep him down here, keep him nice and humid. He's got a bucket of water. He's got a pothos plant. He's got fake plants to lie on like a blanket. And he's got dirt, moss, coconut coir, peat moss underneath it. Oh, I'm so glad I found him. You know, I might not have seen him. He's so small. He's only this big. I might not have seen him. Oh, he's moved. I'm so happy. Monica's in the house. Hey, I was in a big Harley Davidson store service center today. Thought of you. They had over 200 bikes. 200 bikes there, and I was just dropping someone off and checking it out. I think I would have loved it. What town were you in? What town and state? I used to go Harley Davidson hopping from store to store to store. CAR. Is this a new channel? CAR. Hello, hello. Or did you have a rename of a channel? But I will miss you. That would be awesome. Just 60-second montage of Sophie squawking. I must be behind. Take styrofoam boxes, your reptile bog out boxes. Yep, doesn't hurt to be prepared. Daniken's link. He's going on an hour after me. I can physically see my neighbors, but I couldn't spit in their houses, so they're far enough away and they're quiet. So I worry because my chickens and duck is illegally set up on my property line, and they're supposed to be like 25 feet in, but 25 feet in is my pond. So I worry they're too close, but they smoke weed and I smell that, so it's like it's an even Steven kind of exchanging of smells. I do my normal maintenance, and don't get me wrong, I love that smell. It's like the smell of perfume to my nose, although I'll probably never taste it again. I do my normal maintenance. Did I say probably? I did. I said probably. I meant I will not. Not. Oh, Lordy. I'm catching myself off guard. I do my normal maintenance on Wednesday evening while listening to Primetime Aquatics, and then again on Saturday morning. Oh, that's a good time. What am I doing Saturday mornings? I wake up 5 o'clock, 5:30, Monday through Friday. I got to get up, take my daughter to work, pick up my granddaughter, and we start school. It's a busy day. It's a 10-hour day, and on Saturday, I don't set the alarms. It's just like, I don't care. I'm not getting up. I'm not moving if I don't want to move. If I want to lie in bed and watch a movie all day, like I just want to like watch adult things, not adult things, but not third grade things, you know. So that's my Saturday mornings. Whip, you moderate their channel during water changes? Kudos, multitasking. I can't even moderate when I'm sitting in front of the computer. I think I'm a moderator for Skipper and Susan SLC. And, well, Father Fish, but everybody's a moderator for Father Fish. I can't. Like, you guys are amazing. You're link. I water change. This is Monica. I water change 1 tank a day and then puts around. It takes all the stress off. Isn't it great? When you can enjoy that part of the hobby, that is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. It takes the stress off and worry about getting water changes done. Yes, I said probably. I caught myself. Like, what? What? Yes, it stands for Coral Aquatics Reef. I was looking at that and I thought I saw some salt water. This is my first time here. Well, welcome. I do have a salt water. I have a 74 bow front with, let's see, who is in there? A big big-eyed pink squirrelfish. I got a big bit. There's only like 3 fish in that tank because it's only a 74-gallon. I had 4 mollies in there. But now they're in the sump underneath. Somehow or another they got down there and I got to catch them and bring them back out again. what's that nasty one? But it's not nasty. And then I've got a hogfish. I like my salt water. I usually listen to Ben on Saturdays, but that's just an hour. Mike B has been on Saturday morning lately too. Nice. Chesapeake Harley. I think I have a chip from them. They have endorsement courses. Oh, I love taking them every year. I don't care how many years I've been writing. I take them, and in the state of Pennsylvania, they're free. I know many states you have to pay hundreds of dollars for these courses, but in Pennsylvania, they're free. So I love taking those courses. I don't care how long I've been writing. And when I go there, there's cops in the class and stuff. Like, it's funny how people who've been writing a long time like to get kicked out of any bad habits they had, or just to stay freshed up. I love that. So how is it running? Homer says, I'm not sure who he's asking. How is it? I'm water changing now. Aquaballs, good multitasking. Whip says, hey, Amon. Hey, Amon. CAR says, hey, Huawei. Oh, good. I made it to the chat. Woo, just in time. I made it to the chat right by the end of the stream. I'm always behind, aren't I? Oh, my God. Guys, I can't tell you how happy I am. He's actually, his head is up. Do you want to see? He looks, and I know he looks bad, but he looks so much better than he did. Let me see. Is this working? Whoop. Yeah, that's what I should do. Just scare the shit out of him, huh? See him? See how he's brown speckled? There's some green on him. There wasn't any green on him before. He was all brown. I am so happy I found him. And he's sitting upright. He's got his head up off the ground. I hope I got him in time. I hope I found him in time. I hope I found him in time. And this was just the dubia roach enclosure. So, like, I had to think fast. I didn't have a little tiny hospital tank that was good for a frog. So I just, there was only like 5 dubia roaches in there. So I kept them in there for him to snack on and built this up. And it was like real last minute. And it was like 5 minutes. I got everything right here. 5 minutes before the stream started. So happy I found him. I would have been crying. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So we aren't fast enough. No, you're fast enough. Trust me. I've water changed 10 tanks in 2 days only. Overflowed too. Sounds like me. Like, and I'm very happy now I'm in the basement. Because all my fish tanks in the beginning were all in my bedroom. And then they were in my bedroom living room. And then I started clearing out. And then what it was my kids moved out. And they had a business down here. They started Anti-Up Graphics down here. Do I have a thing for Anti-Up Graphics? Love Anti-Up Graphics supplies. That's where I get all my vinyl from. It's where I get my sublimation stuff from. It's where I've been getting my resin from. Anyway, but they moved out, and this was their living room. That was their bedroom. So I was able to, now that I'm down here, I don't feel guilty at all when I flood. The only time I feel guilty is that time that I left the hose on and went and cooked dinner. And I lost my front toes. All of them. I honestly can't keep up with all the lives. I'm slowly making my way around to see where people are about. So I don't look at it like making them. I just turn it on like background noise. I can't talk. I sometimes can't even write lurking. But it's just on. Like it's on when I'm doing the dishes. It's on when I'm taking care of the dogs. It's on when I'm down here in the fish room. I just like to have it on. I think it makes it so much easier than trying to keep up with. I can't keep up with. What happened to him that you said he's looking? Oh my gosh, he got out of his enclosure. I think the cat bent the top to where, because now I have to put a metal top up there. But there's a tree that goes up, and he got out. And, well, he was there 2 days ago, so it had to have been in the last 2 days. He was on the ground, cold, no water. He had dust bunnies on him. And he was this far from the sewer drain, like, and I didn't even notice him because he's this little brown, round, brown glob. I'm like, and he's a green frog. He's as green can be. And I'm like, what is that? I'm like, is that? And I'm thinking the cat took a, dump. I'm like, what is that? And I picked him up. He was so cold. So I took my shirt off and I put him down here and I kept him in here while I got my hands all ready and got him water. Then I had to try to figure out, I did all that. And as I kept him here, I could feel him slowly warming up. But his arms were out. He wasn't moving. His head was down. Now his eyes are open. He's using his front hands like this. And his hind legs are back tucked under where they were sprawled out. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. If I had missed him, he would not have made it through the night. First of all, the cat would have come down here sometime through the night and hunted him because that's what she does. I can't blame her. She's a cat. And that's what she does. But I think I just have to make my enclosures. I got to think it's more like, so I don't ever get angry at the cat. I just have to make them cat proof. There are many of my aquariums that she drinks out of. I let her. I have some that are safe, some that aren't. Like the ones that are the Triton or those that want to jump out or can jump out. She can't get to them. But the ones that I don't have a problem with them jumping out. And she doesn't even have a water bowl anymore because she's got so many tanks to choose from. Isn't that crazy? So that's the story again. That's what happened to my Australian white tree frog that I've had for 5 years. Now he's going to live till he's like 15 or 20. So if he had died at 5 years, oh, my heart. So, and he is getting a little bit green back. So why I was yelling and Link will check it out after I watch the replay. I don't think Vincent Roots and Whiskers went today because they had an emergency. No worries, he will be fine. Q, I hope so. Is that the frog Adele let out back to her? Oh, Monica said rescue 6 quarter-size silver dollars today. Nice. Added them to my main setup with the mature silver dollars. It was so cool to watch. So I can put smaller silver dollars in with my bigger ones because I would like there to be more than 6 or 7. That sounds like a good idea. Where did you rescue them from? That's awesome. BBC Rachel. Boots and Cats is 5 a.m. She said she's feeding doobie roaches. Yeah, doobie roaches. Did I say it? I meant to say dubia roaches, but maybe I did say doobie. This is the remainder of my dubia farm. I had a long talk with John Bag of Donuts. He's not a fan of me propagating roaches in my basement. Even though I try to tell him they're dubia roaches, they're different. I keep trying to tell him it's like free food. Free food. Ah, he's probably a frog. I hope he turns green. Oh, yeah, it would be gummy for kitties, that's for sure. Girl, I just set up a 90-gallon upstairs for Mrs. Whip and her flower horn. But it's on carpet. Uh-oh. And I am freaking out because I know me and my habit. Yes, I'm right there with you. Oh, it's too late now. I was going to say, you get those mats that they use in the offices. They're like a plastic, but they're real hard, thick plastic. And put that's not going to save your carpet if there's a whoop-whoop. If there's a whoop-whoop, there's nothing saving your carpet. I thought about videotaping adding the new fish after I had done it. My camera was upstairs. Yeah, next time. That would be awesome. Even if you videotape, because now you have like a lot of them. I'd love to see, because I only have 6 of them. It's hard to see what they would act like if there was 12 or 13. I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Sammy says, no worries, Monica. Dog is doing great, and it's been raining for a few days. It's kind of a bummer. I probably did say doobie roaches. I'm telling you, that's the second thing on my mind. There's some triggers going off here. Oh, can I say good because missed it? No. That would be bad. But I need my Lisa fix weekly. I know, right, Vincent? You are not alone. I had my sulcata get out, in the basement, and the same thing happened. It's way too cold down there for him. Yep. Wandered around away from the heat source. How long before you found him? It's 5 a.m. somewhere. So, growing up, I had a clock in my living room. I was a child, so it was my parents' clock. And it had all 5s. There was 5 and all the numbers. And it said it's 5 o'clock somewhere, because apparently back in the day, they said 5 o'clock cocktail hour, so you could drink at 5 o'clock. You couldn't drink before 5 o'clock because that would make you like have a problem. So my dad had a clock that was all fives. So just thought I'd say that. And he used to say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh my gosh! Try to say hi. Come out, bye. Pee pee. Pee pee. Fish hippie 39. Let me see that icon. Is that a hippie? That's a fish hippie. Do I know you, Fish Hippie 39? Well, you can't be 39 years old and be a hippie. But you can be a fish hippie. Try to say hi, come up, pee. Like my plant lights, and I turn on lots of lights when it's so gray and rainy out. Yeah, I want to get one of those, like sunlights, for me. A UV light for me because I'm already sick of this season. It's cold, it's icky. I can't even enjoy my chickens because I'm so cold when I'm out there, like just looking around. Block, 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 block. Right? Looking around. Anyway, I am so exhausted. Oh, he's moving. Look, he's moving. Okay, he's going to be fine. I'm going to have faith he's going to find. I'm going to keep the heat on, keep him in this humid room, in this hospital tank. I am going to turn off the light so that he doesn't get stressed out having light 24/7. But it is warm here, so that would be good. And yeah, that's some Sunday night for me, guys. And thank you all for coming out and making my night. I really appreciate it. Where's Hippie John these days? Hippie John. Hippie John. What large public aquariums have you enjoyed? Do I know you, Victor? Welcome, welcome. We have the Baltimore Aquarium is amazing. And then there's the Camden Aquarium. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but sad lights are essential in PNW. Is that what they're called? Sad lights? I think I need sad lights. I need light to make me not sad. Why don't mixing sizes with swarmfish? Why don't mixing sizes? I got 5 mono angels for a swarm of 10, but they have to grow. Panther grouper would love them as a snack. Right. There's some fish like I can't put in like my discus. I can't add discus different size in my discus. My African cichlids, I could add a little different size, but the smaller would have to be more aggressive, and I'd have to add 3 or 4 and rearrange their hides and do a lot of work for that. I'm pretty sure if I had put in those Bosemani, it's not Bosemani. Oh my God, I did it again. If I had put those in and they were larger, they would have eaten all the fry already. So, yeah. But silver dollars, I like clown loaches you can. Clown loaches you can. I'm wondering if Panda Gar are like the same you can. I'd say corridors, but they're mostly all the same size anyway. It rains 9 months of the year here. Oh, boots and cats and boots and cats. Anetta says, you ever do talks at club member meetings? Oh, I have done 2. But what my Bucks County Aquarium Society does, and I'm so glad they do this, is at the holiday party, they let regular members that really don't have anything to say, I just say that the amateurs we're not like professional speakers, but they let us do a talk. And I've done a couple. The one I did was on bioactive enclosures, but it was for reptiles. I was so intimidated to do a fish talk at an aquarium club with people who are 10 times more knowledgeable, if not 100 times more knowledgeable about fish than I was. I just did not feel comfortable or competent. But I was talking about my reptiles because I'm sure a lot of them didn't have them or might have enjoyed listening to it. So I did the bioactive. I would this year, if they're doing it again this year, I'll do one on my natural aquariums because I would love to talk about how I set them up, why I set them up. Because a lot of people think we set up natural aquariums so we don't have to do maintenance on them, and that's not accurate, or so we don't have to filter them. That's not true, or so that we don't have to clean them. That might be a little true, but it's not the first year, that's for sure. But I would love to do a talk on the natural aquariums. Now, I can't get in depth like Diane Wallstatt or Father Fish or these people that are biologist and know things like that. I know what works. I know how to make it work, how to set them up, how to set them up economically. Right from setting up, getting a free tank, making your own lid. It could cost next to nothing to set up a natural aquarium. The first thing I suggest before I leave is setting up like a 20 long or a 10-gallon tank for just an aquatic garden while you set up the tank of your choice. Because one, then you have a quarantine tank for new fish, and two, you get a chance to really build that aquatic garden. You can use tissue cultures and things like that with just a couple of small guppies in there, but like you really get to build that garden up so that your plants are propagating by the time you're setting up the tank that you want. That kind of thing. It's very helpful. Oh! Alishan says Dr. Ted speaks. Where do you go? At the next Bucks County meeting on Danios. I am looking forward. I love Danios, especially my Tinwinnies, I don't know how to speak Latin, but my Tinwinnies, the gold ring Danios, I love them. If you're interested in looking for 2025. Ah, look at that. What group are you with, Annetta? Woo, Dr. Ted speak. Dr. Ted's amazing. He is not only knowledgeable, he's personable, funny, nonstop, amazing singer. Yeah, he's just got the whole package. That's so cute. Vincent, have you done a video on DIY lids? I did one years ago, but I have to make 2 more, so I might as well do another one because I've refined them to use the hot glue on the end. And I will end now because wait, Bob's not going, so I'll end in a minute. Because one year I had an invasion of ants, and they got inside my lids. And I was so freaked out. So now I make them sealed up so water, nothing can get in there. And I know they have those fancy ends, but they're very expensive and very hard to put on. I think I'm going to do one on lids. That's a great. Jay, one of my bubble tip anemone is splitting. Oh, that's so great. Do you get to catch it on video? Oh my God, that's so great. It's Garcia's happy birthday stream. Come join us after this. Don't forget to hit the like. Oh, wait. He's going next? Oh, then I got to get off. Ted bred the Tinwinnie outside, and I'm sure they will be included. Oh, good. I can't wait. Someone bring a guitar. And wasn't that not fun, Whip? Staying up all night singing songs. Like, what? I would love to see you make lids. That sounds like my next video then. I like that. Yes, I'm making through all your videos. Good luck on that one, man. Some of them are so funny. Light is already out. All right, guys. I am so happy you came out on Sunday night. Garcia's going, so let's go join Garcia. And I am going to end with my daughter singing my theme song because I can. And it was fun, Annetta. Thank you. And this is my daughter singing, not me.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Na hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.